This is my Brother XL-2600i sewing machine. My two sergers are still down. This is the same day. I have a dress to finish, which the original finish was a serged finish. Here you go. But I'm showing alternative ways to combat finishing issues that have nothing to do with the zigzag stitch. And I'll also show you my problem with the zigzag stitch on the edge. I'm just going to complete this so you can see that I actually used it. And there are several other stitches, blanket stitches on, that you can use to finish something with. There's several stitches. This is just the one I chose. And I'm not going back stitch. I simply stitched over my original, my beginning stitches. So it looks like this. This is not how it's going to be finished, but this is at least the stitch. And I used the setting for the special stitch number 4. So for the SS, as it says up here, I used number 16, which is this stitch. Okay. Now, if you've had this machine, you understand the different stitches. If you don't have it, I usually use this machine to do rolled hems or any type of thin fabric, because to me it's so, the power is so light, it works better with thinner fabric. So that's satin, silk, chemise, organza, and the like thereof. And some paper fabrics too. It just feeds better. Okay, so now I'm going to change this from the SS to a 4. And then I'm going to change this to a 2, which number 2 on here is a straight stitch. This up here is a stitch width. On this machine, this controls the needle. So you can see I can go over. On my other machines, it does not control the needle. It actually controls how wide the stitch is. On this one, it also does for the zigzag as well. So I'm going to get, because I already had some of it on this one. This is what I did. So as you can see, so close you can see, I already did the number 16 stitch, and then when I got finished, I folded it and I did a straight stitch right over it. So see the 16 stitch, and then I straight stitched over it. This is just going to be a little bit, but I'm going to show you how I did it. And it's a simple fold over. And I will make the needle go all the way to the side so it can catch the fabric on the underside without missing it. And then you just stitch. See how it feeds through so smoothly. I really love this machine for this type of things. And it meets it. I'll bring it up. I will cut it. And you can see that it is a beautiful straight stitch. And it caught the well, I have to do it pull apart, but it still caught the underside. For most of it, I'll just move the needle. This is just a trial thing, but the purpose of is you still get a finish. So the number 16 stitch will keep the fabric from unraveling. And then this adds to it and gives it a prettier finish. And I will show you what the zigzag stitch does. That is the number 3 setting. it to 3 for the width. Let's see what it does on the end. I've tried it several times and I just don't like it. That's on 4. Do it a little bit. And a little bit wider. I'll do a little bit closer together as well. Okay, but it's just not a stitch that I like for finishing. And this is what you get. Zigzag. So the same thing is to fold it over, and you know what, you can either, I'll do this one on this side so you can see the zigzag stitch, and then on this side. This way we can monitor, sorry, changes back to 2 for the straight stitch. We can monitor where the needle falls on this side. I just don't like it. It's just me. All right, pull it up. I forgot to lengthen the stitch back. But you still get the same nice straight stitch. I'll put it back under there since I lengthened or elongated the stitch. And you can double it, doesn't matter. The point of this is just so you can have an alternative to serging. Because not everyone, see, it's still a great stitch, and not everyone has a serger. So these are just other options to finishing something. And you can always fold it over again twice if you prefer. Before you did the first straight stitch, it doesn't matter, just whatever makes you feel comfortable. But this dress is really thin, so the one fold is more sufficient and less cumbersome for this type of fabric under that type of face fabric. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. Please subscribe and tell your friends.